Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say...
Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter.
Applies the finish! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Great skill, that's nice. Now it's Gullit. Now that looks a decent ball.
Nedved gets flagged offside.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Yaya Toure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
A temporary retreat here, and he's straight offside. Koller. Rummenigge. Nedved.
First quarter of an hour gone.
He's found a way through. Nedved looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Yaya Toure!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Looking for the run. That is good alertness.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That has been slung wide. Cross to the back post.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
That's a sharp pass.
Yaya Toure.
Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific.
That's been drilled forward.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Ned shapes to shoot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan, and the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's heaved it away, and the counter is on. Seedorf, can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And it's Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Thuram. Messi. And they win it back again. Now it's Ronaldinho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thuram calmly anticipates.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Koller.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Van Bommel. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. He's got away. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
E così finisce il primo tempo. Sappiamo che I ragazzi possono ribaltare la situazione, devono crederci.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Roberto Carlos has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand. Van der Sar punts it upfield. Now it's Messi. Thuram. And that's another good win of the ball. Yaya Toure. And the return pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great ball, and he's in here! Roberto Carlos. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Thuram. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And here's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. And he was alert. And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, can they get him away? Thuram gets it away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Seedorf. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. It's a really well-measured ball. Thuram. Milan finding their passes. Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming. Stood up well to him there. Yaya Toure. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. Milan are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rummenigge, Koller, shot could be on, tries a shot! It's there! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all, expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, what about a counter-attack? Couldn't squeeze it through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. And the shot's on here. Seedorf with the foul.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 19. Messi. Numero 14. Roberto Carlos. Lasciano il campo per
Zanetti.
il numero 11.
Thuram looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Il numero 20.
Pele touches it back. That's an imaginative pass.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Bullet. Van Bommel.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
And they can
recupero.
counter here. And it's Hullet. Looking tidy in possession here. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Baggio. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Not much more than a formality.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the lot.
Can he finish? Now, and it's come back out to him. Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So, a breakthrough already. Thuram. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Milan do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
And here's Hullet. Spread out to the left. Nedved. Great chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rummenigge running with the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Searching pass he's played there. Nedved looking to run onto it. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Could move up a gear here. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And they can counter here. Rummenigge. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Nedved, and it's Hullet. Goes looking wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf, not the most accurate pass. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now that's well seen too. Maldini. Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Now it's Yaya Toure. Now there's a fine ball. Cleared away. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And again! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19. Messi.
And we're underway again.
Numero 13. Numero 4.
Milan decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Il numero 20. Beckham.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And the counter is on. Ronaldinho. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos goes steaming forward. Beckham. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Maldini with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk. Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Nedved can see things others simply cannot.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele! Lacking in accuracy. Pele. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Almost an hour gone. Played out wide. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's gone loose. And this is Ibrahimovic. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Maldini. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. And he decides to... Terrific header! That'll be a throw-in. Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zanetti. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Zanetti. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Beckham. Driving through the middle. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Nedved. Yaya Toure. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They're back within reach! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Played back. Zanetti. Ronaldinho. Nedved going about things with real menace. They've got to be quick to recover this. They're urging him to shoot. Thuram gets it away. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Nedved. He's got full. No, not the best of headers. And the return pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. Turns and goes back. Zanetti.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good spread. And he's being shifted off it. Throw-in. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's at the end. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Ibrahimovic! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Seedorf. Koller. Toure calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hullet. Zanetti. Oh, important interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. He is just correct. And Messi! Oh, off the bar. It's a pretty loose pass. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Milan do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
And here's Nedved. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos.
This is the time you need that pace.
Seedorf. He has found the way through. Looks up he goes! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rummenigge. Nedved kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good running, strong. Nedved! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. showing good feet. And this is Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. A heavy challenge. 5 minutes till the break. Yaya Toure. And here's Nedved. Out towards the flank. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a sharp pass. Knocks it out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf. And he plays one through. He's in a great position here. Messi. And he's managed to get free. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. Nicked it back promptly.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Zanetti, terrific header against the crossbar. And he's heaved it away. Good take, and is he in?
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Xavi Alonso. Rummenigge. Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He steps in and that's the end of that.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
And the shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Thuram. Messi. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Fired deep towards the back post. It is a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Corner
13.
number 3 coming up.
Numero 4. Seedorf. Numero 19. Messi.
Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il numero 20.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Good ball, good take. Passing nice and neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played out wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. Roberto Carlos. Beckham is always looking to break lines. Nesta makes the interception. Yaya Toure. Gullit. Tries to play it through. Yaya Toure. Rui Costa. And it's Baggio. Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Gullit. Lovely pass, but it's Rui Costa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Gullit. Toure wins the duel this time. And it's Gullit. Milan finding their passes. Now it's Rui Costa. Gullit. Now can he find a finish? Van Dijk gets it clear. That'll be a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21, numero 14, Roberto Carlos.
Gattuso kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pelé, great vision. Zanetti. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gullit shifted it to the flank. Now it's Bale. Maldini, cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! And kept out by... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my
you.